Morning, it's February 11th of 2023, and this morning we're out here going to go do a little bit of a review of what the couple of projects is that I want to do. You'll note that frost on the windshield there in the pickup truck, but it is actually a nice sunny day. You can't see any sun where I'm at, but it's across the lake. My place here, I'm on the shadowy side of the mountain, so I never really get to see the sun, maybe till 2 in the afternoon. Where are we there? Now it's kind of nicely clouded over up there, but the sun's shining across the lake, not so much here. So we'll get the sun about 2 o'clock or so in the afternoon here at this time of year. But what we're going to do is we're starting out with this D6 cat. I've got parts here finally. Got them here a few days ago actually, but I did go ahead and put a few of the miscellaneous parts on. And then I'll turn the camera around. We'll see what we got to do otherwise. What we have done, we did get our new handles for all of the control handles. When the bake light gets broke off, you've got those spikes on there, and it's just like a pretty dangerous predicament. You know, if you slip or fall or whatever, you'll be impaled by those spikes. So figured out it was pretty wise to get those darn handles on there. So we did that. Over here on the valve cover gaskets, because it was washing. This area here is oil washing down the block there. I put new, they're cork gaskets in the tappet covers here, front and back. There's 2 tappet covers there. So I got the gaskets put in there, and I will hopefully clean that up. But our main project today on the cat is I'm going to, I got the belts removed there, but I'm going to take off that flywheel. And I didn't bring it out with me, but I think the seal they sent me is the wrong one. It's way too big. It just looks too big for me. But we're going to take the flywheel off, get that casting off behind the flywheel, and then see about putting that seal in. I managed to get that flywheel off there. I had to rig up kind of a puller with 2 different styles of pullers. I took the this part out of my slide hammer, use this out of this here puller. This is just not large enough span for the 2 bolts to go into the flywheel. So I managed to get that to work, and I extracted that flywheel. And then what's behind there, you can see in the casting is a seal, and this one is like big. This looks like on a crankshaft or some darn thing. So that's obviously the wrong seal, but I do have a problem with that woodruff key. It is not coming out. I tapped it with the punch and the chisel from the end, and it's not coming out. So now I'm going to apply a little heat. I think they actually, to hold it in place while they installed it before, I think they put Loctite on it, of all things. It just does not move. So if I heat it up, that should release that, if that's the case. So we're going to get that out of there, and then I think I can extract that seal without pulling that casting off, but if I had to pull the casting, I got to pull the casting. And then I'll get the numbers off the seal and order it from Napa. Okay, well, we're at the Freightliner now, and we'll get back into it here. Try not to break our neck trying to climb into this thing holding the camera. Finally got in here without doing too much damage. So we got the doghouse fuse box, like the lid off the doghouse there to open up the fuse box. And well, I guess this light doesn't do us any favors, so we'll leave that off. We got a few things going on here. There is a relay here that's missing. Whoever was in here before just had a couple of pigtails, put it together. There's another aftermarket relay here runs the signal light, like the flasher. So that's what they did there. I don't know if I should get the proper one that plugs right in there, self-contained flasher, but it seems to work. Over on the main bus bar here, inside is all hot, and even out here is on automatic fuses. All these lines are just automatically reset fuses. The two red lines here for the these are Webasto heaters. There's two of them, one for cab, one for block heater. These little pigtails with fuses in them, that's how they supplied the power. These little, there's control units for the Webasto. So they got them plugged into hot, on the hot side, so they got power all the time. They've gone to sleep again now, but as soon as you go to function them, they'll light up. And I haven't really played with them to set them up so they run, but just went through a little bit of that wiring there, kind of cleaned it up a little bit. There's a green wire here. They had it going into a yellow wire, went around into the back there, and it supplies some kind of power for this here old style. It's a cassette deck player. So I don't know, I don't have any cassettes, so we'll probably change that out eventually. I was really curious about this here particular switch here. Since I had the truck, turn it on and off. It doesn't really do anything. Well, I opened it up in the back here. Let's see if we can give her the overhead shot in the back. There's two hot lines. They're green, and they go to the set of terminals at the bottom of the plug, but there is no power out. They don't put power anywhere. When I first got into it, see this, I replaced the one wire and tied it directly into this yellow wire since it's coming up to power. This goes around to the back of that radio. But the original guys there, they had, it's just a plain on-off switch. It'll run two different functions, one on this side, one on this side. But they had both these lines going up on the same side. So the bottom one was running power, and then the second one, same green line, same color, comes from the ignition switch throughout the dash. That's why I got these all opened up here so I could trace down and see where all this here stuff goes. Pretty much done with doing anything in here. There's no real problems that I'm finding out. So I'm just going to end up putting it all back together. And everything in the cab here will be working. We'll go outside and we'll see what goes on with the trailer. Okay, outside at the back of the truck, I got the lights turned on. I believe if I go to the front here, we should have the low beams on. Yeah, there's low beam lights. Those I haven't looked at. They're supposed to be the running lights, but they have not worked since I got the truck, and that's what I thought that switch on the dash was. It's supposed to activate those daytime running lights, but so far that's not been working. To have it properly registered and inspection done, those lights got to be working. So we'll get them working. But what we got at the back here, I got the lights on, but I do have the signal light on to the right hand side over in that corner, but it's not actually doing anything. I can hear it flashing, but when I unplug the trailer here at the bottom, now it's flashing. So the truck is working. So when I plug it in, it seems to be taking a some short in it somehow, and it's transferred it. I got these lights on this side pulled out, and these aren't supposed to blink. Well, it's supposed to stay on. There's something wrong. I'll have to replace it. See, they're actually flashing. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. They're not supposed to flash like turning right. The center light, I got it out, and it's actually supposed to flash, and it's barely flashing. So we've got some kind of problem in the wiring yet, even though I've been through it once already. But I'm gonna have to go through it again, starting with this cord and this box up there. I'm gonna have to take that apart. That yellow line that comes out there, that's to run reverse lights, but it's pulled out, it's separate, it's not active, because the trailer doesn't have reverse lights. I got this battery for the brake, emergency brake there, just hanging there. It doesn't, it says it's charging, but when I do the test, it says recharge. It never shows up as charged, so the battery's done. Over on this side, found a problem in the center. This is frozen probably now. It's full of, oh no, it's still, you can see water in it. There's the cat. Oh, Taggy's always in the, gotta get in the limelight. That light is full of water, so it's no good anymore, it's junk. But these center lights here, I don't know if it makes a difference. The rest of the trailer is LEDs, and these two marker lights in the center of the trailer are incandescent. So I don't know if that's part of my problem there. So I'm gonna get two LED fixtures for the center. And then over on the back here, I got it opened up, and I need one of those tail lights down there. It's just hanging down. There's no lens on it, but I opened that up so I can see if the wire going up forward on that side was compromised. It doesn't seem to be, but see, even in my the three running lights there in the center of the trailer, they're flashing. They're not supposed to be flashing turning left. So there is something going on in the back end of this trailer, and I know the truck is fine. I was thinking it was a suspect, but I turned it around. I backed it up into my RV, just backed it up, and I pulled this thing to Sturgis last year. It was all working, and it's still, the trailer is all working off that truck. So I think that's confirmed. I got a wiring issue in this here 40-foot gooseneck. So I need to get that wiring all figured out before I can do my first recovery here this spring. I'm gonna get the D2 back from Volkier. That'll be my first job with the truck, but I gotta get the wiring going. So anyway, it's gonna be a struggle. It's cold today, like on the fingers and whatnot, so the sun's not really shining. So we'll work at it slowly. Anyway, it's all for now. We'll catch up to you later.